So YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone, and today's a beautiful day. We're going to go to the range and do a shooting review on the use of Johnson paste wax for Tumble lubing 105 grain semi-wad cutter 38 caliber bullets straight out of the casting. Tumble lube with Johnson paste wax, and see how these shoot and see whether there's any leading, how they perform, thoughts, and this kind of thing. So it's off to the range we go with our Ruger 4 5/8 inch barrel 357 caliber Blackhawk single action pistol. So get some goodies out of the way, and in my range bag was this box of MagTech 44 Magnum brass that Al gave me before and was in my bag, and I just didn't take it out. So there it is. Nice little surprise, and thanks to Al for that. And then also today we picked up 2 big bags of range scrap, so we'll be making some ingots with that. So get that out of the way first of all. We shot this revolver today, and in order not to bore you, because when we were shooting this at the range, the load of 2.7 grains of promo with the 105 grain semi-wad cutter Lee cast bullet is so light recoiling that you almost didn't even see anything happening. And there was very little smoke from the Johnson paste wax, so it wasn't exciting. So to not bore the YouTube viewers, we're just going to go ahead and show you the results of the Johnson paste wax. You are not controlling the trigger, and you're not able to call your shots. You just know you're not shooting well. So it took a little while to calm down, but finally did. And so here's one of our slow fire groups with the 2.7 promo and the 105 grain semi-wad cutter Lee bullet, and that's not bad. So here's the 6-round group, and again, slow fire. It's shooting well. It's a good accurate load, but very little recoil. It would make a good cowboy action load, but I would say that we could easily go to 3 grains, even 3.3 grains of promo powder, and get a little more substantial performance out of our 105 grain bullet. So YouTubers, about a third of the way through shooting this 50-round group, started getting a real good feel for the trigger and starting to call our shots real well. And that's a condition where I considered touching off the shots. So we're just touching them off. And that's when shooting really gets fun. So some shooters report that using Johnson's paste wax causes some problems for different loads that are fired after the Johnson's paste wax. So to test that, we started shooting some of these 148 grain hollow base wad cutter loads that have 2.6 grains of promo, and they're standard target loads, and this is what we got. So apparently the Johnson's paste wax didn't cause any problems for this target load. Now we had to raise the sights a little bit to get the Johnson's paste wax 105 grain bullets to shoot the point of aim, and when we switched to 148 grain hollow base wad cutters, they shot high, so the aiming point is right on that numeral 5 there in the center, and you see it shoots high now with the hollow base wad cutters. We shot the next group holding at the bottom of the circle, and that put the group more in the middle of the circle. And there's a 6-round group, again with hollow base wad cutters, right after shooting the Johnson's paste wax. So the Johnson paste wax we can shoot and not worry about how it affects other loads. Now on the subject of how clean the loads are with the Johnson's paste wax, notice this is a normal amount of soot on the front of the cylinder. We'll check that out in cleaning in a little while. But look at inside the chamber throats. Not a lot of debris in there. There is some though. Let's see how well that cleans out though in a little while. And as for the barrel, not bad. Now is it true that if you take a patch and you run it into the bore after using Johnson's paste wax that it looks like it's almost polished in there? Well, you tell me. This is without cleaning, just running a patch into the barrel. So YouTubers, look in the chamber throats and it looks pretty clean. Lead's gone, and there's not a whole lot of mess on the outside of the front face of the cylinder either. Now as far as the back end of the barrel, the forcing cone, there's a little bit of lead there. So we need to do a little more work to get that out. So we'll do that in a little while. Looks like we got it pretty clean in there. Looks pretty good. So YouTubers, when conditions are right with the size of the bullet and the hardness of the lead, Johnson paste wax is a good alternative in tumble lubing. However, I still like to use sized and lubricated bullets in a sized lubricator for plus P and magnum loads. YouTubers out there, take care, and we'll see you again next video. Bye for now.